And now, Storytime with Mr. Black.
A little boy wanted to meet God. He knew it was a long trip to where God lived, so he packed his suitcase with Twinkies and a six-pack of root beer, and he headed off for his long journey. When he'd gone about 3 blocks, he met an elderly man. The man was sitting in the park just by himself, minding his own business, in his thoughts, feeding some pigeons. The young lad sat down next to him and opened up his suitcase. He was about to take a drink from his root beer when he noticed that the man looked hungry. So he offered him a Twinkie. The man gratefully accepted it and smiled at the boy. Man, this man's smile was so pleasant that the boy wanted to see it again and again and again. So he offered him a root beer. Again, the man smiled at him with the biggest smile he'd ever seen. I mean, the boy was delighted. They sat there all afternoon, just eating, smiling, but never shared a word. As it grew dark, the boy realized how tired he was, so he got up to leave. But before he had gone more than a few steps, he turned around, ran back to the man, and gave him a huge hug. The man gave him his biggest smile ever. When the boy opened his door to his own house a short time later, his mother was surprised by the look of joy on his face. She asked him, "What did you do today, son, that made you so happy?" He replied, "I had lunch with God." But before his mother could respond, he added, "You know what? God's got the most beautiful smile I've ever seen." Meanwhile, the elderly man, also radiant with joy, returned to his home. His son was stunned by the look of peace on his face. Perplexed, he asked, "Dad, what did you do today that made you so happy?" He replied, "I ate Twinkies in the park with God." However, before his son responded, he added, "You know, he's much younger than I expected." See, ladies and gentlemen, too often we underestimate the power of a touch, a smile, a kind word, a listening ear, an honest compliment, or even the smallest act of caring, all of which have the potential to turn a life around. People come into our lives for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. It is our opportunity to embrace all equally. You know, the Bible talks about that we could have been entertaining angels, but not known.
You've been listening to Like It Matters Radio with Scott Black, your source for inspiration, education, and application. Learn more and register for an upcoming class at likeitmatters.net. That's likeitmatters.net.